Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And, folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my Cuban links on.
Yes, Cuban B.
I'm your host, Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what pays me.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves eat good. If you were...
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
Hey, don't rub on that. You block that. You understand? That's alpaca. That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rub on. Put the club soda on there.
Barry, what's good, buddy?
I don't know how many times I have to tell them about the blot on the alpaca. It's crazy.
It's just because of how persnickety you are and how you just cycle through help. You just say, they last a week and then you're like,
it makes sense. Treating them like that, yeah. I would expect high turnover.
They do something unforgivable, like make eye contact with you, and you just have to get rid of them. Yeah, I understand.
Like I point like the monkey in the closet on Family Guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. Barry, we've got a little bit of horn tooting to do. We made Saturday a successful one at Monmouth. I managed to break through with my ice cold exacta and my $20 win bet in the 11th. Also had a win on the chalk earlier, which we don't have to talk about that portion of it. But yeah, we managed to turn a little profit, and Barry got in on the act as well, giving you the bailout bet for race 12. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Look at us. We were talking about it. We were like, we had so many winners and we were so busy winning that we forgot about all the winners.
Right. There was too many. We couldn't keep track.
We got Uncle Sully, Junior Mafia in the chat, popping off, says
Pack of picks. Yeah, I second that, Uncle Sully. We need a 25,000 alpaca pick.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, we're right. Someone remember that Uncle Sully said that because we're gonna do it. But Barry, let's dive in. It's Monday, and on Monday, Barry and I, we like our picks and threes because that's right. It's time for Monday pick threes. Once again, we're going to be trying to solve our favorite pick three sequence that we think will yield the best payout. And we're going to be focusing today on the Monday card at Presque Isle Downs. That's today, Monday, 16th of June, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the card is going to be 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 God's time, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. Let's get some past performances pulled up. Barry, you actually lead us off today because that's how numbers work. With your pick three, starting in race 4, 6 furlongs, $12,500. Non-winners of 2 lifetime claiming on the synthetic like all these races will be. What are you doing to kick it off?
Yeah, so for my pick three, which is a $5 pick three, I'm going to use 3 horses in the 4th race. I'm going to use the 1, Daisy Jones. It's weird how this horse has only run on synthetic twice, and it ends up being like arguably their best races for Daisy Jones. Her best races seem to be on the synthetic. Finally gets back to that with a little bit of a drop in class, and I think she's going to be okay in this race. 8-1, I had to include her. My top pick would be the 5. Down in the Bayou. I think this race has a lot of speed and sets up really well for this horse, who ran good at Gulfstream, going 5.5 and 5. Should be right there with these in this spot with the slight drop in class off of dirt efforts. This horse seems to be better on synthetic. And we're going to use the 6 First Foray. Same sort of deal, getting back to this synthetic on the drop, getting Top Rider and Gallardo. This one should be okay on this surface too, considering that the favorite I just don't want any part of in the 3 on reserve, and the 4 Night Nurse. They really haven't run very fast.
There we go. Down on the Bayou makes me think of an episode of Swamp People where I can't make out what those people were saying, but it sounded like you said, "There's a witch in the water."
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Remember that movie? You might not remember it. One Crazy Summer with
No.
John Cusack. Well, anyway, there's a part in that movie where the guy they bury him in the sand, one of his friends, and this guy eating this huge tub of beans puts a puts a chair over his head and sits there. And the guy is like in a nightmare basically, and he's
Oh
trying to
yeah.
get out. And the song that's playing, the guy has a radio. He's playing "Down on the Corner" by Creedence Clearwater Revival. So that's what that reminds me of for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I do the exact same.
Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. They have to vouch for me on this one.
Well, Barry, you move your pick 3 into race 5, 6.5 furlongs, $32,000. Non-winners of one something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Barry, what are you doing here in race 5?
We got a single.
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Had it all ready to go this time. There we go.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to mingle. So we're going to use the 5 as our single, Oscar Martinez. This horse is 3 for 11 on the turf, 0 for 1 on the synthetic. But that synthetic race is a lot better than most of these horses have been running. Same thing with this horse in general. Running at a way higher price and getting it done. His last win at Tampa was in a $25,000 claimer, non-winners of 3. Nobody in here can touch that. Maybe the 6 a little bit, but if that horse runs to that race, I think we're good as gold.
There we go. So he singles in race 5. He wraps it up in race 6. We're talking 5.5 furlongs, $5,000. Non-winners of one something. Claiming. How are you wrapping up this year pick 3?
We're going to use 2 horses in the 6th race. The 10, the connector, has some synthetic races to go to. Is 6 for 21 on the surface. Seems to like Presque Isle Downs is 6 for 16 there. So I'm gathering all those synthetic wins were at Presque Isle Downs. This barn does pretty good second off the layoff. Gets into a hot apprentice rider, B. Bays, in the saddle. And then we're going to use the 11, Get Even. Same sort of deal, has a good record on the synthetic. Second off the layoff, getting top rider, or one of the top riders in Rosario Montanez, who at least in the racing form is at 45% this meet so far.
That's insane. But it's only 11 races, to be fair.
True. But still, that's a lot. So Scooter Davis does really well. He's hitting at 62%, 5 for 8 at this meet so far. So yeah, we'll go there with the 10 and the 11.
He finishes it out with the 10 and 11. Once again, we got our boy from Ireland jumping in. As greetings from a sunny Dublin.
Hey, that's right. I was trying to respond to him, and Twitter was flaking out on me. And that's when I text you. I was like, man, I can't even do anything. But
And
good hit, Paul.
Yeah, man. Thank you for trusting us. Way to go. Way to crush it. Uncle Sully.
There you go. Uncle Sully. He's hitting all the right notes.
He is. Uncle Sully is really, really just what people came to see. Let's be honest. All right, guys. Real quick before we hit my pick 3, got to get a word in from our good friends at Sure Bet Coffee, because the Sure Betties would sure appreciate it if you went to surebetcoffee.com, picked up a bag of their breakaway bold, because you know what? $1 of every bag sold goes to equine aftercare and also helps take Columbia farmers up out the dope game.
It's time to fuck shit up with Sure Bet in your cup.
Well, Barry, we find ourselves in 2 of the same races. I kicked mine off in race 5, but I'm going to be honest, man. We're a little bit head to head in this one because I am singled, but I am singled to a horse that you are not using.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh?
My single. All right. Well, first, just as of late, I've been very like on top of my shit when it comes to finding places to single in my horizontal tickets, and Barry can attest to this. He agrees. I assume.
Yes. No, I do.
And I've been making tickets with good shots at big payouts at an economical price, and I'm gonna try to do it today with a single in my first leg that lets me press this bet multiple times and also spread out with some huge prices in the middle leg of this. In race 5, my single is going to be the number 3 Snow Name, which I really wish was Snow Main, but it's not. But it is 4-1. Snow Main, it's a nice, slightly contrarian single to start this pick 3 because that's right. Snow Name looks like the lone controlling speed in the sprint race, and that's dangerous in route races. It's ultra dangerous in sprints. Snow Name strung together back-to-back strong performances since shipping back to Presque Isle, getting back to the synthetic. And if he can repeat his 2-back performance on the synthetic, which I think he could be primed to do given his form pattern of speed figures, then he wins for fun on the front, I think. So we go head-to-head here. 5, Barry's middle leg, my first leg with head-to-head singles, the 3 and the 5. I'm on the 3 Snow Name. All right, I'm moving on to race 6. So this is the leg that I think really makes this leg playable and big time payable. The second leg, my pick 3 in race 6 is exactly where I think the sequence gets chaotic. I'm spreading out wide, and I've got what look like some impossibly high prices on this ticket. This pace should get more competitive than horses of this caliber, I think, can handle on the front end. And I'm taking every horse that I think can pick up the pieces. My top pick, and the reason this is my top pick, is because if you think a horse that has odds like this can win, you damn sure put $2 to win on the thing. My top pick is going to be the 7 Dual Fuel at 50-1. I'm taking the swing with Dual Fuel. Yes, this horse is 7 years old. Yes, this horse has run 62 career races and only won 5. But guess what? 3 of those 5 wins came over synthetic surfaces. In fact, this horse looks like it prefers synthetic. And for some reason, no one has thought to try it again on the surface where it's been most successful since 2022. I'm believing in magic. I'm saying this one comes back to life today on the synth at Presque Isle Downs. We're talking a resurrection with the number 7 Dual Fuel at 50-1. Other horses I'm going to use, I will use the chalk here. The 1, Motifil at 6-5. I've got the 5, Got It at 8-1. And then I'm also going to use the 10 and 11, the connector, and get even like Barry did. But I am dreaming big, admittedly, there with a Dual Fuel. Before we move on, what do you what do you think of Dual Fuel?
Dual Fuel is no chance. 2 for 24 over the last 2 years. 3 wins. I mean, honestly, it's like a half the wins. 2 out of 24 in the last, and then 5 for 62 lifetime. And this horse hasn't been close in a while.
We'll have to do like a gentleman's bet that this horse hits the board.
Probably won't hit. He probably won't be last, but he's not going to hit the board, I don't think, either.
Gentleman's
In fact, he might even scratch out of this race. I see he's entered tomorrow, but
this is a spot.
I'd be surprised if
today is the day.
I'd be surprised if he shows up at all. But hey, if he's not on your ticket, you can't cash it. You know what I mean?
He ate his fucking Wheaties. Yeah,
he's got to do a lot. He has to have like Dual Fuel, like carrots and peppermints together or something.
I will say, if I manage to hit Dual Fuel in the middle leg of this, then I might be looking at, with how many times I'm pressing it, a good couple $1,000s.
You might scoop the pool if Dual Fuel.
I might.
You probably will scoop the pool if you hit.
That's true. Hey man, dream big. Dream
big. That's the only way it happens.
I finished mine off race 7, 8.3 furlongs, also known as the bastard distance, 1 mile, 70 yards, $6,250 non-winners of 2 lifetime claiming. And there's just a fuck ton of early speed in this race. And it looks like an obvious melt And this is one of those situations where I throw a run style at the problem, use every horse that I think that's worth a damn and can score from off the pace. Unfortunately, that ended up just being 2 horses. The first one going to be the 6. It's also going to be my top pick, Collator, for Kevin Fletcher with Gallardo up. Class dropper shipping in from Belterra Park, where it had a brief stop before moving to Presque Isle. This is another case of finding a horse that has a history of performing on synthetic, getting back to that surface. And Collator's only career win was a maiden claiming at Turfway on the synthetic. And the synthetic figures are head and shoulders better than what he ever put out on dirt or turf. So I like Collator in the spot at 6-1. I'm also going to be using, which I believe is the chalk, maybe second choice, the 10, Halon, whatever. Ron Pop, we know how to pronounce that. Martinez, we know how to pronounce that too. We're going to use that horse as well as another one that I think can pick up some pieces late and hopefully get the job done here. So that rounds it out for me with the 6 and the 10. Barry, how do you feel about wrapping up picks?
We certainly must.
It's mandatory. Go for it, buddy.
Yeah, we got a $5 pick 3 starting race 4 using the 1, 5, and 6. Race 5, singling the 5. And race 6 using the 10 and 11 to cash. Go stand in line after you make this play.
There we go. Just hang out is what he says. Well, I disagree, sir. You and I are head to head. I'm pressing mine for 5 times for $2.50 here. It's a $25 total play, starting off in race 5 with the ice cold single, Snow Name. Then in race 6, we're moving to the 1, 5, 7, 10, and 11. Top pick there was the 7, Dual Fuel at 50-1. Lord help me. Let's see how that one goes. Race 7, we wrap it up with the 6 and 10. That's 3 with 1, 5, 7, 10, 11 with 6, 10. $25 at the $2.50 base. Like I said, I'm pressing it 5 times. Like, if Dual Fuel comes in, like, I'm probably breathing into a bag before race 3, quite honestly.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, that would be a pretty sick little, I'm not going to scoop the pot because people are going to tail me now.
True.
But
so, I don't know. He still might. He still might.
We still might. Whew. Let's see. Dual Fuel now has a $1 each way at 66-1. If that wins, I get paid that price. Love to see it. Love to see the fixed odds. That's it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We'll be back tomorrow. We're talking long shots at Louisiana Downs. That's right. It's like Ludacris used to do. Was it Pimpin' All Over the Globe? Was that him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Luda. Yeah, like Luda used to do. Yeah. That's going to do it for us here at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time. We love you. Ooh, what are we going to send out on, Barry? What are we going to send out on? Let's see.
13,000 cigarettes, preferably 6,000 of those non-menthol, and then